pop up in the live section if we were. Wait, why does it?
We're live.
Oh, never mind. I gotta fix something right quick. Can I not? Okay. I'll fix that after the stream, but it shouldn't have. So for some reason they put a G at the end of your name.
Ragus.
The trend continues of me messing up the names. The trend continues. It's like a hello active. It's like a once in a lifetime thing. Welcome to the Q&A stream, part 2, Tomfoolery and More, which is now just the official title. Yeah, I noticed that, and I don't know how to change it. So it's Ragusa's evil clone. It's Ragusa's evil clone. All right.
No.
I don't know how to fix that. Hold up. Perhaps we can fix that and create. I apologize, Ragusa. That is like
it's fine.
The trend of me messing up people's names is it lives on. I'll fix it after stream. But welcome to the stream. We're in another familiar location this time. And I'm joined here today by Ragusa again.
Hello.
Today's stream will just be us messing around and probably crashing the game again. And looking at some liveries probably somewhere down the line. We'll see. Time for Tomfoolery 2, Electric Boogaloo. Exactly.
Well put. Let me put this in the Discord. Once again, shameless self-promo.
This is
joining.
is never a good idea. Whenever it goes live, it's just never a good idea. Just know either a train's about to crash and burn, or something terrible is about to happen.
Is there supposed to be a roof there? Right above you?
Right above me? No.
Yes.
I
are
thought
you
so.
sure?
I'm sure. But hello, NYC. Welcome to the stream. But no, there's not. Trust me. I thought so too. I literally stood here for an hour in game before. Don't judge me. Waiting for that roof to load in, and it just never did. There's not supposed to be a roof there. But yeah, it is kind of weird that it's just a wall, you know, not connected to anything. I don't get the point, but you know, to each their own.
Yeah, very strange.
But hey, if you look at it from an angle, it looks like it's a complete shed wall right there, you know? Not really, but just about. Also, the map we're currently exploring right now is Crew.
Yes, we are currently visiting Henry being rebuilt.
Yeah, that's kind of weird about the wall. Yeah, like when I say I stood there actually for an hour in game trying to figure out what was wrong with it, just for it to find out that's exactly how it's supposed to be. I guess that's just how it is, or how they have like sheds like this. That's throwing me off so much. Some of these sheds are designed weirdly. We only do walls here. Exactly. It's a Crew, and all these sheds are experiments when it comes down to wall building. We're trying out different building techniques. One of them is just the standing wall over there, as you can see. Percy Workshop. Hello, Freddy Gamer. Welcome to the stream in Tomfoolery Part 2. We aren't just exploring the Crew yard right quick, just seeing what they got, because I only recorded over there during the Timothy episode. That shed is basically Timothy's shed. I never really ever explored the entirety of this map, which is pretty take one gander at where I'm standing and look how much map we got to explore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is just one section of this map, by the way. The other ones are...
I spawned in Liverpool instead of Crew.
Got a lot of railway to explore.
Hold on, can't I just fast travel?
But currently, I'm also kind of scouting Crew area to try to find some more recording locations. Or places that look even slightly familiar to Sodor.
Oh, I see it. It kind of looks like the main line.
It does, and then you have other parts that kind of give off, like, I don't know how to say it, like a Sodor mine vibe. Like, for example, I'm not getting like I don't know what area this is giving me here, but we got a slight hill at least. Not a real hill, but it's something.
Yeah, a little bit of an incline.
That's a lot of track. How much would it be? According to how much they measure it by, it was 93 mi. So I don't know. Estimate that in the head. I have no clue. I'm too tired. I don't want to do math right now. I do enough math at work. I thought those were vending machines. I'm about to say, what do we need vending machines here for? No, we're not getting vending machines, Ragusa. Alright, Sodor has enough problems as is. Hello, Steamy. Welcome. We don't have that enough money, alright? We can't put vending machines everywhere. We can barely afford to pay for the rest of the track, alright? Some sections of the rails are unfinished, alright? This is still under construction.
You're right.
Hey, okay, this station's giving off I can't remember the exact one, but that wall right there, how it's placed, is giving me off, what's the name of that station? You know, this is why you don't remember every station on Sodor, because you start to mix them up in their names. Yes, can I get claw machines at least? We can't afford claw machines either, alright? Alright, all our money went to somewhere else. It went to Henry's coal addiction. Alright, coal's expensive. Apparently this is Crew. So this is where they sent Henry. You know, it doesn't look that bad actually. Very lovely place. I don't get what everyone was the fuss about. This would make a good Vickers town, though. Alright, so you have a roof here, which if I'm looking at, some like spots don't look like it would need a roof, but the place where it would need a roof, you don't have a roof. And again, with the walls. They love their walls here. They got the station names wrong again. Yeah, whoever is in charge of putting up the signs around here is terrible and definitely fired. Also very true. These days it's not that interesting. All the industry left. Yeah. That's also true. Who should we spawn in, though? We definitely need an engine to get around. Pretty sure we've only explored about half the map.
I would have said Gordon because, well, one, mainline, like I said. But, problem with last stream, It didn't really work.
Yeah, and I still haven't figured out the problem with that. You know how long I've been like fighting with the engines that keep breaking down halfway up the line?
Alright, what would be a good mainline engine? Who could we bring out?
But that's the thing, though. We always think the mainline engines. Who's a good? You think James will do well? No, James won't.
Probably not.
My friends in the UK hate ripping new crew. What's wrong with crew?
See, actually, yeah. What's wrong with crew?
What's wrong with crew? I know, because last stream I had everything basically at half power, and Gordon still broke down, which is weird because that time when he broke down, which everything was at half power, he just refused to move afterwards. Usually when I had it at full power, he would move after a while.
Alright, we got a recommendation to use Hero.
Well, since that, we'll see if Hero wants to travel up the line. I was going to say fair point. I was about to say let's use Patchwork Hero, but then he 100% will break down up the rail, so that wouldn't be a good idea. So we'll just use Hero.
We don't want that.
Yeah, definitely don't want Hero breaking down halfway up the line. Why does it have... Oh, now it's showing all that stuff. Last stream that wasn't showing. It's actually showing like... Alright. You know what? I'm gonna turn everything to low. Low steam. Drop the reverse to 20%. We'll drop it to 20%. And if it still fails, Hero, I was about to say Hero, you're going to the scrap yard, but I would never do that to Hero. I'm more likely to scrap Billy before I scrap Hero.
How dare you mention his name?
I'm sorry, that was wrong of me. Billy doesn't exist. Alright, he's just... Alright, Billy doesn't exist, Ragusa. He can't hurt you. He's a figment of your imagination. Alright.
I can't get out of my head how in last stream we had Highs and James.
Yeah, that kind of happened at the moment. Well, now remember what I said last stream though, that nothing is canning in these live streams, so I don't think James is actually dealing gold dust. Probably not.
Yeah,
but it's James.
nope. James is not Highs and James.
Probably. I don't know what the engines do when I'm not here, so.
You wouldn't dare active.
Active, don't you dare. That is no, I refuse. He will give a valid reason why he should exist. It says I shouldn't be going 20 miles per hour in the yard, but I do what I want. One, because there's no engines here.
You doing timetables or free roam?
Free roam. It's still gonna, even in free roam, they tell you to follow the speed limit, but we don't do speed limit.
Dude, what do you think I'm doing? They're telling me to go like 20, 25 on the main line?
Exactly. Isn't that some nonsense?
First of all, you tell Gordon to go slow.
Exactly. Telling Gordon to go slow is just preposterous. speed limits suck. Let's go 50%. I second. We'll lower the definitely weather immersion. Alright, Hero. Hero's really cruising down the rails. Also, Hero, I just noticed your tender needs to be fixed. Alright, another livery that's going into the list. Looks like Hero's getting a version 4 update too.
Hooray!
Fast as Spencer, faster than Spencer. Spencer can't
Yes,
keep
he
up with him.
is.
He's the hero of the rails. It would be kind of sad if he really is moving faster than like Gordon.
Well, technically, yes.
Don't. You know what? Well, yeah, because Gordon is still broken down at point. You know, why are all the main characters even broken down or stuck in tunnels?
Plot.
You know, I cannot be blamed for like that if Sir Topham Hatt comes back and asks where are all his engines, and I just have to say they're either stuck in a tunnel or I don't know. All right, I haven't seen Salty in a while.
It's not our fault.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to we're just gonna have to get up to cruising.
Limit 90 miles an hour? Crazy.
Yeah, they could, but we won't let that you know, story has to story, you know. The plot doesn't develop if you did it the right way, you know. If stuff made more sense in movies, the plot couldn't happen. I just... That tends to happen a lot. I should crack up the speed back up to full power, but apparently if I do that again, Hero is going to stop back down to like halfway up the rail. We don't want that to happen.
I have faith in Hero not to stop.
I mean, he hasn't stopped yet. I mean, he's been going for a longer run than Gordon. Okay, so now they're telling me that I'm getting Gordon. There has to be another coal dealer. In fact, I think Hero knows where the next coal dealer is. He's been here the longest. He knows about all that stuff, so... Technically speaking, well, Hero, you haven't been here the longest, but according to Hero of the Rails, you've been here and you were the first engine on Soda. We won't talk about it. Hero, we love you too much to question your lore and history.
Didn't Steven say that he was there the longest?
Say again?
Didn't Steve, like, the Rocket, didn't he also say that he was there for the
I
longest?
don't think...
Okay, yeah,
See, my canon
this
is
timeline
that
is confusing.
none of them just ever, like, ran, like, across each other at any given point, so all of them truly think they're the first engine on Solo. Because I don't explain how all of them would not know each other, or at least know who the first engine is on the railway. How would you know?
Calendar.
I don't think Hero actually knows.
Gordon, why are you so loud, Gordon?
Say again?
I'm currently driving Gordon along the main line, and he is just so loud.
Dude, Gordon is like the loudest. I don't know how to talk.
Did you know that Farquhar is actually pronounced Farquhar? No, it's not. It's surely not.
I don't think that would be a very good idea, especially, why did you fall asleep last stream? Because after working either 5 or 10 hours in 102-degree heat, it's really hard for me to stay awake better. But I didn't feel that effect until I had got home. So as the stream was going on longer and longer, I kind of fell asleep while I was driving Thomas. In fact, MrRagusa and a lot of them will tell you I fall asleep now very often on call by accident because I'm so tired after work.
Yes.
A little too often. No, you're good. But yeah, me falling asleep is just a common occurrence. At first it was a joke, but I'm more likely to fall asleep at, like I said, at my desk or in a call by accident because I get tired. And sometimes I forget, you're in the middle of the call, I mean to hang up or end the stream, but that's not going to happen this stream unless I'm getting tired.
Oh, no wonder why Gordon's slowing down. It's raining. I'm getting wheel slick.
Is he going up a hill? An incline?
He's going downhill a little bit. Oh, wait. Oh, here we are.
Because I'm currently going
there's
downhill.
Some speed.
And I don't really have to apply any pressure to Hero. Hero's been doing well. He hasn't stopped yet.
How many coaches is normal, like for Express, would you say?
Far away forward. Actually, that's the one thing that I do about that far forward so far away forward. I remember that. Indeed, he is getting us to where we need to be. Look, you see, Hero is immune to the stuff that's been going on lately during these streams. He doesn't have like weird glitches, like server crash, anything like that. Hero is immune to stuff like that. Whenever you're driving Hero, you can expect 100% good results. Because Hero's just here to get the job done. We need a round of applause for Hero.
Hero, yes, he is very reliable.
And Hero, I want to do give a formal apology from us here on this side of the universe for not giving you a Bachmann model. I really want to apologize on, I apologize that Bachmann refused to give you a model. I'm sorry. And they didn't give you a model, but they gave Rebecca a model. But it happens, Hero. Hero's just chill about it. All right. Hero's just happy to be here.
I respect that.
Time to write a time-traveling plot for Hero. That actually would be funny if Hero is only remembering because it's not it's not the right timeline. Bro has been there for so long that he's been switching timelines. I don't know who put him there though. Somebody would have had to have moved him there, left him there, said they were going to be back and just never showed up, and Hero got found by Thomas. Hero, I think in another timeline, you were the first engine on Sodor. But for whatever reason, you got... how you got here is a mystery.
I will be right back.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was coming out there. We were Oh, if you're referring to the sleeping thing, that's probably that's just gonna take me for like because I had insomnia basically now. Some days I can sleep, and other days, which is something I don't even tell. You know, I've told them a couple times, but I have days or sometimes weeks where I stay up for like 3 days on end because I just can't sleep. And I've been trying to fix that for about 2 years now. It's really bad as hell. Oh no. Yeah. I gotta. Actually, I'm gonna take a few pictures of the layout, how that looks now, and send it to the community post or somewhere, or the Discord, so I can show you how the hero model looks. Because no, it wasn't my cousin. It was my niece who was over. She destroyed the hero model, and when I was inspecting him this morning to see how bad the damage really was, his entire boiler is ripped clean, like free from his running board. It's bad. The damage was much worse than I originally thought. So it legit really is just a scrap engine. It's not hero anymore.
We need to add Thomas sound effects to the Discord.
I was saying that it wasn't my cousin who tore apart the Thomas thing. It was my niece. She was messing with the layout and she decided to use hero as a whacking device to knock down everything. And Hero's entire boiler was ripped free from his running board, so now he really is just a scrap engine.
Well, I can't say luckily no one was hurt, because someone was.
Yeah, someone was hurt, and it's even worse that the actual hero model I have that I was going to use got torn apart, but the hero model in this game is doing so well and hasn't, like, stopped once. It's ironic. He saved the layout, and now he's saving the stream by just continuing on down the line without much hubbub. Just put him down. I know we're gonna have to put hero down, the model hero. We're gonna have to put him down. I really don't want to. He did such a good job. He can probably still be fixed though. Just give me a little time, a little Subaru. In like about 800 visits to crew, and I guarantee you he'll be fine. But though, at least the layout is back up and running. Hey, poor hero. Still need to send you that Ada. Yeah, I keep take your time with that. Like I said, no rush for anything that goes on this channel. It's just good to finally have. Oh, we're slowing down, but it's just good to finally have a break after so long. Well, not a break, but a chance to finally step back onto the channel and get things done.
Mm-hmm.
How's your Gordon experience going? Hero's getting us down the line splendidly.
Well, Gordon's going a little bit uphill. He just went past the, where is this? Around the Ditton Junction East Bridge? Oh no, yeah, no, the Ditton just, like, it's the little curved bridge over the water. And now I have a long straightaway. But it's uphill a little bit.
I hope Gordon. He's hitting north. I don't even know how you. Gordon's name's backwards. But Gordon seems to be doing well, probably. Whoa. Our Gordon is currently stuck on a hill somewhere.
Well, my PlayStation isn't, because my PS5 is too hot. Turn off your PlayStation and wait for temperature to go down.
Wait, what
You don't
happened?
tell me what to do.
Oh, your pressure's too high.
Uh,
Yeah.
my PlayStation is too hot. This is what
Too
happens
bad,
whenever I
too
play,
bad.
I don't know why, but it's with Train
Rest
Sim
in
World.
peace,
With Train Sim World, for some reason, that is the only game that gives me that warning. It gives me like, hey, your PlayStation's too hot.
Oh, really? My PlayStation just crashed. There's no warning. I say Nordrog because it's funny. You know what? Yeah, whenever Gordon crashes and he doesn't want to be Gordon, and you know, he's really useful, we'll call him Nordog. Nordrog. Or is it Nodrog?
Not sure.
No, it's Nodrog. I'm reading it right now. Gordon backwards is Nodrog. I pronounce it Nodrog. Yeah, that sounds better. Why does it sound like a medieval version of Gordon, though? Nodrog, the blue engine. You know, these Fowler F4 8Fs, I called them F4s because I've been using the freaking 4Fs for so long, but these 8Fs are really good at traveling down the line without breaking down. I'm not, like, naming any names, cough, cough, Gordon.
Daniel did a good job.
King Nod Dog. Where's Sir Top Matt? Sir Top Matt is currently on vacation off island. No one knows where he really is. He doesn't say where he goes.
To the mainland.
And the current controller who's in charge doesn't talk much. But he'll send out tasks. He'll tell engines to what we're supposed to be doing for the day. Can't talk to the actual workers, but he'll talk to the engines. Only good thing about this guy is that he doesn't care if we drive engines at max speed down the line, so... You know, like Sir Top Matt, he would definitely probably get on us about that.
Yeah. But you are going the speed limit. You haven't exceeded it. You're just
Matt is hanging around. Probably is. I actually don't know. Like I said, Sir Topham Hatt doesn't really say where he goes. And the only persons he will tell is like other controllers. But when it comes down to, you know, the engine drivers and the workers, he's not really obligated to tell us where he goes. Is the controller the inspector? I don't know. This controller guy, I don't know what he is. Sir Topham Hatt just put him in charge, so he must be trustworthy. He's trustworthy enough for Sir Topham Hatt to put him in charge while he's gone. Time to make liveries. Active, would you say it's time to make liveries? You're usually about to do some story-related stuff. I wonder what plots he's thinking of now. I hope we say Sir Topham Hatt has always said that. I don't even, though we don't know where he goes, he's fine. Trust and believe. I'm gonna stop here for a second. Would you look at that? I'm not going to stop because I just remembered that if we slow down, the engine might stop completely. But I just wanted to take a look at the viaduct. It's such a, like, gorgeous spot.
It
What I
really
was
is.
already working on. Well, if you upload it, can't wait to see it. No. But, come on. Here, don't slow down. Alright. Even when he's slowed down, he can still keep up speed. That's a good engine. That's a really good engine. Hero is a really, really useful one. So is Edward, but like I said, I don't know where Edward is. Ragusa stole Edward.
I'm just doing an inspection on him. Controller told me to do an overall.
To Hero and train sim well. It is. Especially if you're driving like Patchwork Hero, then it's a bit more accurate because, you know, Ragusa is Edward. Yes, but Ragusa can also steal Edward. That's the thing.
Yes.
Like when you upload, if you upload it, I'll see it. But if not, you could just send it in the Discord.
That's a good one.
Why are we going up such a steep incline? Oh, wait, another filming location. We're just reaching all the filming locations today, aren't we?
Yes.
That's Timothy's line right there. Driver assist. Yeah, driver assist. It's not assisting as much. Hello, Georgie. George? I'm terrible with names. Ragusa?
Jorgis.
Thank you. Guys, we should make the engine's tenders have faces. That is cursed.
Sorry, but no.
You know, driver assist, I'm about one more notification pop up from just completely disabling you. Because I know 100% of a fact, even though the train will slow down and stop, I don't care at this point if it means I don't have to see that. Gotcha. Yeah, when it, I don't have a very good... Okay, apparently we're on an incline. Alright, Hero, you're meant to tackle him. Oh, we're slowing down dramatically. Like the Season 1 troublesome truck faces. Could be done. Oh, wait, I also gotta release those Season 1 troublesome trucks. Deliveries.
Oh, that'd be nice. Just having eyes. Though it would be nice to fill them with coal or slate or whatever, but
Fun
I don't
fact.
know why we can't.
I'm about to say, fun fact. Before, like back then, in Train Sim World 4, before they updated it, whenever you would spawn in the trucks, no matter what, if they were in a custom livery, it used to have coal in it. Like, you were able to spawn in two versions, one with coal and one without, but they had to be connected to a train. That was the only thing that was the problem with it. But now you just can't do that for whatever reason. You know, Hero, even though you've slowed down dramatically, the fact that you're still tackling this hill, and Gordon probably would have broke down the moment we got at the bottom of the hill, impressive. I probably would turn the sand zone though. Whoa, even crazier. The entire time, the large injector was not fully up. I think it's been off the entire time. So Hero's been running down the line on just the small ejector power the entire time. I love eating coal. Don't eat the coal, okay? We learned that last year. Don't eat the coal. Alright, the coal is not good for you. It's cocaine. James keeps transporting it in. We had a conversation with him last stream.
Yeah, we told him stop.
But the coal is yummy. No, active. Do not eat the coal. And do, whatever you do, make sure Victoria does not... You know, Victoria probably knows about the coal herself. She was probably the one who informed James of it. Look, driver assist, I get it. We're breaking limits, but can you stop showing up? Yeah, Jahom's redeemable. Do I even ask where that comes from?
I don't even question it.
Yeah, I know, but I have to because I just don't know, like, where's that from? James Redding. Bye, George. Thank you for stopping. Yeah, the Tomfoolery starts early, huh? You know what? I should have figured that much. Hero, you're slowing down some, and if driver assist pops up one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. But, so far, solid A+ engine. How far have we gotten? Yeah, Hero is definitely the better engine. Look how much of the line he's covered. He's literally almost at the goal and hasn't broken down one. Yeah, I think Hero is the one. Hero is the one to lead us to victory. He is the master of the railway, indeed. So it only makes sense that he would conquer the entire railway. You know what, driver says? I will turn off the pressure just so you can stop bugging me. But if Hero stops, I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming the driver assist. It would be even more impressive if he was connected to some troublesome trucks and was tackling the entire Spirit of Steam line by himself with all that cargo. Don't let him go to the lead mines. We don't have lead mines, we have uranium mines.
Yes.
Who we've currently left somebody in charge of. Don't know who, but they seem like a trustworthy guy. I asked them, did they know anything about uranium? They just nodded and gave me a thumbs up, so I think we're good.
Yeah, I trust him.
Yep. And what do you mean you trust him? You are the guy.
What?
He said it.
Oh, yeah.
Like this should go well. This bodes well.
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay, can I ask you a question? How are the uranium levels looking? Have you been keeping an eye on the gauges?
Yeah, Geiger counter's good.
I have a sneaking suspicion that you haven't been keeping an eye on them.
No. I have.
Well, technically speaking, it should be fine as long as you didn't move any of the uranium to anywhere where it can, you know, detonate.
No. Seriously, we're good.
It's all fine. We're good. That's good. Okay, you're in charge of crew. What is going on with you guys back there? There were no engines in the yard, no anything. Usually you guys have a bunch of trains that need to be repaired. Well, technically speaking, all the engines you guys probably have to repair are either stuck in sheds or, and welcome back, they're either stuck in sheds or stuck on hills. So fair enough. Hero, you officially are now the master of Spirit of Steam, as you have conquered the entire railway by yourself. Something I thought Gordon would do, but he didn't.
I mean,
Nobody
we
told
still
Gordon
like
that
Gordon,
his record was
but,
beaten by Hero.
We still like Gordon, but he's
Say again?
resting. I mean, we like Gordon, but he's just resting. Is all.
Yes, resting. Why? But why though?
What did you do?
You do know that I'm the one who has to answer for any damages that the engines may sustain, right? Like, I'm in charge of the engine's, well-being while Sir Topham Hatt is away. So anything that happens, that's on me. I can't be blamed for this. James is being blamed for the coal thing, though. I'm not being blamed. The West Coast, I'm confused. What happened between the time of me leaving and... Do you know what's going on in the comments, MrRagusa?
Let me see.
I think MrRagusa is in his own world.
No, I'm still here. I am just. No, I don't know what they're talking about.
You're just as confused as me.
Exactly.
We're going downhill, so I'm going to increase the speed. Increasing speed is never a dumb idea. It's only
Oh, this is where I got like the hey, your PlayStation's too high.
Videos for money. We can't blow up the engines in the videos for money, alright? Like I said, I'm in charge of the engine's well-being. Who do you think has to answer to that, NYC? Alright, that... we already got to pay $250,000 for blowing up, the Behemoth. Because that was an antique, and that was the last one that was ever built. And I think it was the only one ever built, actually. And, I don't think Sir Topham Hatt's going to be too happy about that. But technically speaking, I'm going to find a way to blame Edward for this.
What?
Look, he's going to be much less mad at you than me. Alright? You're one of his favorite engines. I don't think he'll be mad at you. And if the worst thing that will happen will be you'll probably be put in the shed for a while. I mean, we could blame Henry.
Why are we avoiding pressing?
Those Formby Morlocks, I said Morlocks. Those things cost an arm and a leg.
I think we're approaching the stop.
Like I said, name prayer enunciation has never been my strongest. It took me the entire month just to learn Ragusa's name.
But oh.
I am absolutely horrible with names. I can't be trusted with names.
To learn it or to learn how to pronounce it?
Pronouncing it. Because some people just be having some names.
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah. your name is active. Mike did nothing, alright? I don't... Wait, where is Mike? That is actually a valid question. I haven't seen him since the tunnel incident. I'll look into that later. But, Hero, you can slow down. I think your regulator is closed, but you're still going like Mach 5 speeds. He's really trying to break Gordon's record. In fact, I think we're going too soon.
No, because you're still going about 55-ish. Or no, like a little bit less than that.
I don't think that's our... No? Is that our speed? Or is that the speed limit that is telling me that I should be going?
That's the speed limit.
Oh, then we're definitely not going the right speed limit then. I don't know how fast we're going. But we're going uphill right now, so this could slow us down, delay our time. That may or may not be alive. Oh, well, I'm not going back there to get him. We'll have to ask somebody else to do that.
Why is he counting down?
I have no idea. You know how many people have counted down in the stream, and I don't understand why? Are you also waiting for what he was counting down for?
Yes.
And you both just went quiet to try to figure out what it was.
Exactly.
My curiosity.
That's what I'm trying to.
I'm curious.
Am I getting shot?
Am I being pranked? What's going on? Wait, okay, well, when you do that, please make sure you watch the boiler pressure, alright? Last guy who was making his own custom engine, I'm not gonna say what happened, but let's just say we don't know where that engine is. But the dude is fine, just, why would you build an engine by yourselves? It's really not
Sure, he's fine.
I'm sure he's fine, alright? Well, at least the other... workers told me he was fine. I don't know for sure, but he's fine, alright?
Sure.
Down has begun again. I don't know what's going on.
What are you plotting? Wait, it got to 0 this time. What does this mean?
I don't know. If they actually start counting down from that number, oh wait, how's your Gordon adventure going?
Well, I stopped it whenever my PlayStation said,
The numbers Mason. What do they mean?
I had to stop my adventure because my PlayStation said, no, you're getting too hot.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the 1 is a representation of how Hero is like the first engine on Sodor, and the 5 represents how he's favored it like James. I don't know.
Doesn't make sense how he is working.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe Diesel would do that. Now, which Diesel? I don't know. Probably Diesel 10, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to be mean, but... Well, one thing, I'm not sure if it's true or not. Isn't Kana a stolen character? Or is that another character I'm thinking about?
A stolen character? Really?
I could have swore, or I could have read that wrong, but I could have sworn that they were getting backlash because Kana was a stolen character from like a fan or something. Like a fan of Thomas and Friends. But when it comes down to Kana, she's another character.
Which one is that? Which one is Kana?
Yeah, she was a stolen. That's her, right? She's the stolen OC. Yeah, she's a character. I don't know what else to say. She's got as much personality as that other. What's that bullet train's name? I don't think he's a bullet train either. He's something else. But isn't he the engine that went home with Hiro when Hiro went back to Japan? Whatever that engine's name is. She's like
Thing
that.
with the propeller?
Yeah, is that his name? What is that dude's
Hugo.
name? Kenji? I don't know his name.
I think it's Hugo.
Was he Japanese? Like any of the new characters that were in the series, I literally didn't really feel like a connection to. Like, for example, Neville only appeared, I believe, in one episode, but just that one appearance alone, I would not mind if they had an entire
Did you
season
hit
based
your
around
mic?
Neville. Say again?
Did you hit your mic?
No.
Yeah, sure.
No, I didn't hit my mic. Where's your proof? Hugo was a rail zeppelin. If that's, I hope that's what you were trying to say. Because if not, I just butchered that completely. But I think rail zeppelin. Is that why he had the propeller? See you later. Here we go again. Hello, welcome to the stream. Currently just driving here alone. This place looks familiar too. I don't know where this is from though. Yeah, rails up here. Kenji was a CGI Japanese electric. Yeah. But when Kana or Kana, whatever, however you pronounce her name, was just like generic. I don't remember much, and I didn't watch All Engines Go. All Engines Go melted my brain after I saw the trailer for it on Cartoon Network, and I was just walking past the TV and caught a glimpse of what it was, and that melted my brain. I'm good. The moment I saw Thomas jump off the rails and do a flip, I knew we weren't watching the same Thomas anymore. It was a new era, but it wasn't. It was the worst era. Yeah, she was a new character. She definitely was a character, but she was one of the way forgetful ones. I remember Nia more than I remember Kana. And I didn't even watch. I only seen those like snippets and clips of what is it, Blubba? Which movie is it where she appears in? Big World, Big Adventures. Is that it?
Probably.
Probably is. That's how you know I don't like I said, past Hero of the Rails. I kind of stopped watching Thomas and Friends because anything past that point would hurt my soul. Besides Blue Mountain Mystery, and there's
Peak.
Yes, Peak. Absolute Peak. And there's two more. And one that everyone says is bad, but it wasn't that bad in my opinion.
Which one?
Hold on. I gotta go through, because it's the CGI movies, and I always forget the CGI movies. Oh, yes, 51 Hero. But, which movie? The CGI ones are lost on me, but there was Journey Beyond Sodor. I'm not sure what the what's called that was like, but that movie was actually pretty good. Not Magic Railway good, but pretty good. Thomas and the Lost Treasure.
Oh, that's a good one.
Contrary to popular belief, that movie was. I wouldn't say it's like one of those movies I would go back and rewatch over and over again, like Hero of the Rails, but it was definitely a good movie. But it's not one like how it doesn't have rewatchability for me the same way Hero of the Rails did. Because I watched Hero of the Rails back to back the same way I did The Magic Railway, because I had both of those movies. I also had Day of the Diesels, but that put me to sleep. Like, it had me hyped for the first part, but the moment we get to like the third half of the movie, I'm asleep. The adventure begins. See, The Adventure Begins, that's a good movie, but the only thing I have with that is you gotta think, I've been into Thomas and Friends since the books. So how many times can I see the same story retold? And I've seen stories like that retold in adaptations. So how many times can I see the same story again before it becomes like dull to me? Yeah, they brought in some new ideas. Stop at location, or this is farther enough. Welcome back. But The Adventure Begins was pretty good. I have a few gripes with that movie, with of course the biggest one being that Thomas's livery, but it's grown on me. But when it first came out, I did not like that green on him. And that's only because I'm pretty sure, did Thomas ever in the series hint at what his original livery was supposed to be, or what it could have been?
I don't know.
Because my memory is absolutely terrible now, thanks to me going through and rewatching some of the CGI stuff just to try to get caught up on some of the things. And after I saw the dancing robot, I had to log out mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dancing robot.
That's enough internet for me.
It's literally, that's enough internet for today. No, he never talked about it. I just feel like if you were going to give him like his own like livery and say like, oh, this was the livery he arrived in, at least do something that was based around that time that he could have actually been in.
A mention.
Because it was never important to him. But when it comes down to, it was never important to him, but it was definitely important to the fan base, like the actual fans of Thomas and Friends. Because a lot of people.
He's green.
He's green. Exactly. He's green.
Especially for marketing.
We were discussing that actually in the Discord of what Thomas would have actually been when he first arrived, like realistically what he would have been. And didn't we? Which one did we settle on?
I think we settled on like workers black.
Yeah, he would have been like, or as they're putting it, wartime black.
Or no, not wartime. Like literally fresh out of the works.
Yeah. Because they would not have had time to paint him. They would have just immediately sent him off to Sodor the moment he was like done being built. So he would not have time to be painted. What would they have painted him on the ship?
Good point.
You try painting an engine while a ship is rocking. It never works.
Didn't he travel from the mainland?
Who, Thomas? Yeah.
Yes.
Thing about that is, though, if I remember correctly, in the books, they were never connected to the mainland just yet. So that means he would have had to arrive by boat. Same way you would see, what is it? I'm gonna Rheneas when he arrived on the railway.
Ah.
In that one photo where you see him being lowered onto the rails and he has that goofy expression on his face. And I think that's because of how he. It's that photo where he's like angled downwards as they're lowering him onto the track. I would just make comments correct. Yeah, pretty much. World War I didn't really do things from Black West over to the thing with Yeah, fair point. But in terms of movies, I don't think Thomas photographed Ray without one. I mean, either could work, like anything could work for him, but for whatever reason they chose green. Now, was I mad about it before? Yes. Do I care now? Not really. And I'm kind of just used to Thomas being painted that color of green. Like that, them saying that like that's his pre-livery. I'm just used to that now. But before, no, I definitely was not used to it, and I did not like it. There we go. Yeah, that.
Yes.
Hey, I was actually. It's funny you mentioned that I Will Eat You. I saw a thumbnail clip of that in my feed. Uncle Thomas from the Cleveland show. I literally forgot all about that engine and was thinking, should I make a livery for that? But I decided against it. It was on the back of my mind because I was really thinking, should I do that? Because it technically is a Thomas livery. But then I was like, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'll pass. But then again, why would I pass up on something like that when I have liveries like Cal Thomas?
Yeah, good point.
The only LVLC engine that had ground. I did the coaches as well. Now you're definitely going above and beyond me because I definitely wouldn't do the coaches. That livery did that. I just saw a bus just do a full nosedive down that. I know who programmed this game. I'm gonna wait for the next bus, but I know what I just saw. It did like a full nosedive. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on my eye in this direction. It like sank into the earth.
You might have gone insane.
I know it's probably pronounced umber, but for whatever reason, I pronounce it umber. The programmer was a 15. No, it was definitely a dog with a keyboard that was like given a bone because that's not how going underneath the bridge works. You don't just go like dive underneath like that. Oh, I just missed the bus. Why did I do that? Because that was the bus right there. I heard that snicker.
What? What are you talking about?
We'll download it. I'm gonna download it after the stream because liveries like to mess up whenever I download them first time, and then it'll try to crash the game like last time. You don't remember Slugger? Who doesn't remember Slugger? The bus arcade divers. They gotta be, because the way it just went down there, it's like it was an experienced diver. I just saw a bus. Please tell me it's turning this direction so I can see that in live 4K. Yeah. That no. Don't try to play it off now. I know what I saw. See, the game will do something in the background. You'll catch it, and then the moment you try and go look what they just did, try to play it off. Maybe it's the render distance.
Maybe.
Hello, Holly. Where's your brother? The menace to society. Not you, your brother. Hero? Holly, Hero. Don't worry, Holly, Hero's much more nicer than Mike. You two chat away while Itz has a schizophrenic episode as he tries to figure out whether these buses are... You know, it's a bit concerning when you start to wonder who's crazier. The faceless engines talking to each other, or the dude who's actively looking down at a bridge to see if a bus is doing a nosedive. Bulgy. Oh yeah, that was bulgy. I wasn't even thinking of that, but I was more concerned with the nosediving bus situation. Holly's Hero. We might have potential story episode going on there. No, Active said he just thought of an episode idea. Holly's Hero. Plus, that would give you more episodes, Holly, because you don't really get to talk much. You're more quiet. No, you're almost as quiet as Freya. You talk a bit, but not too often. Why are the Ironworks engines so quiet? Then again, if I worked at the Ironworks too, and I'm an engine, I wouldn't talk to other engines that often either. Nor do I think the engines would talk to them. But Hero's nice. Hero talks to everyone. Besides Spencer.
We need an A4 in this game.
You know what's funny you mentioned that? Because y'all had the Scotsman added, but y'all didn't add Mallard.
I mean, hold on, they did add like a photo of him on like some routes.
Yeah, you added a photo of him. That's the equivalent of me saying that not Gordon. That's like me saying that the city of Truro is in the game, and then saying he's on a picture on a desk that you have to zoom in with the camera when you're in photo mode. Boom, city of Truro. You can't do that.
Disrespect.
Maybe because they have one. Well, Holly doesn't have a voice actor, so that could explain her quietness. And Hero's voiced by whoever wants to voice Hero. Well, actually, no. We have to get Hero's authentic Japanese accent. We'll need to find someone to voice you here.
Yeah.
A few engines still need voices.
More importantly, we need to update the voice actor list.
Yes, I remember. Trust me, I'm not that stupid.
I never said you were.
Yeah, I know, I was joking. I know. That voice actor list is not just outdated, that thing is obsolete, basically, because there's so many names that gotta be changed.
Expired.
It's expired, extremely expired, like Expired probably isn't even the word for it. We got to come up with a whole new definition word of how, like, what's wrong with that voice actor miscast. Remember me voice acting Oliver? Yes, I still remember those who said they were voicing characters. I think I was supposed to voice that Collie too. You were supposed to voice that Collie? Iron Holly. You sure that's the right character? Was it? Yeah, maybe I do need to go back over that list. Like sooner than later. Way
Yeah,
sooner
it's
than
about
later.
time that we do this.
Do what?
Update the voice actor list.
Yeah, I know. I probably should get to that after the stream, like before I do anything else. But I'll update the list, get it updated so everyone can see, and then I'll have to post a link to the Discord so those who are the new voice actors or have a Discord can join. This station feels familiar. You can afford to upgrade the graphics of the engines, but when it comes to updating the graphics of these signs, not even 2 cents was spared into that. Can I see inside the buildings? Yeah, don't look at the stream, Ragusa. You're going to be disappointed.
I am.
Oh. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yep.
Absolutely terrible.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you see how I'm looking this direction, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell me if this is supposed to be a reflection, if that's a reflection, where's that light? Where's that light at?
Touche.
That's not how reflections work. So you're telling me that's the inside of the building I'm looking at?
It appears so.
Why are you all dressed in blue? Is there a celebration going on that I'm missing? I thought I gotta go. That's what I'm saying. I gotta go over the voice acting list again. The evil is coming in. What evil? It's just 3 dudes dressed in blue. Oh, we can actually go in here? Oh, Ragusa, look at this. I walked through the door.
Hold on, it's loading.
I knew it.
What?
Henry was storing more special coal. Oh, we found it. Hero was leading us to something. Remember I told you Hero was going to lead us to more special coal? He stopped here for a reason. Look at that. Henry.
God damn it, Henry.
We found more cocaine. It's as I thought. I don't like the fact... Please say we can't go down there. This looks like a terrible start. There's cocaine here, and now there's a dungeon. This never leads well.
Pretty sure it's like a terminus.
But look how creepy that looks. That's ominous.
Yeah,
Like,
that is terrifying.
but I'm more concerned with the cocaine. Look at all this stuff. More bags. That's at least 25 bags within the 2 days that we found. Oh, we're back to the coal situation. We are. So anyone who's just joining, Hero, we took Hero here to get down here, and Hero was leading us to something. I didn't know what. Beware of trains. No. We got to beware of this cocaine. All right? This is the good stuff. All right? Henry's hiding this. We got to talk to Henry later. Do it. The dungeon has a lot more cocaine. Should we explore the dungeon? Ragusa, what's the vote?
Yes. I say we do it.
All adventures start here. No, I'm good. I ain't sign up for that. Alright, I'm gonna take my cocaine and I'm gonna leave. Do the dungeon. The dungeon appears like pure death. I'm back, Wi-Fi died. Welcome back, Active. Before you had left, look what we found. Remember when I was making fun of the building saying the reflection of the windows wasn't right? And I should have seen it through the window. Look right there. Henry hid it in the reflections, but I walked around this corner and look, we found more cocaine. Hero led us to more cocaine. Freddy Fazbear in the dungeon. You know what I should do? I should probably make the map dark, turn the entire map dark, and then we explore down here with nothing but a flashlight. Famous last words. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the other station? There better not be more cocaine here. It doesn't appear like Henry has any more cocaine stashed around here. Ew, you're just leaving the bread out in the open? Y'all are disgusting, and there's more men dressed in blue, but y'all are disgusting. That stuff's gonna be moldy. Ugh, what if it was raining? Hero is a snitch. No, Hero, look at the station name sign. The station name sign. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright, remember that. We should explore this place when it's dark and raining. Dumbest decision probably in my books, but I'll still do it anyway. But back into the dungeon. Let's see what we find. What's around the corner? Nothing. Well, this is a boring dungeon. Where's the spooks? The scares? Oh, okay.
Did you actually find something?
I did. Apparently I found a poster underground.
You placed a poster. Look at the poster.
And it scared the living. That actually scared me. Caught me off guard.
You see, look, they can put an A4 in as a poster in the game, but they cannot add them as an actual engine.
Collectibles. So you can add collectibles in this game. But
yeah.
You can't. You know what? And that jump scare was unnecessary. That was an extremely unnecessary jump scare.
Come on, man.
Oh, I knew it was cocaine. Look at the color. It's been painted.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure that's just fire.
No, not the bucket, Ragusa, the stuff on the ground.
Oh, right. Sorry. I saw the bucket said fire, and that's what my brain went. It's probably just rocks.
We found more cocaine.
Ah, God damn.
Yeah, Henry's in trouble. Look at this. What is that? 5 bags of cocaine over there and 5 bags of cocaine over there. Hero, can you believe this? Henry promised us that he wouldn't have any more cocaine stashes. And it appears he's been keeping some at every station. Ragusa.
Yes?
Can you please read the comment in James and Gordon's voice?
Alright, let me see this. What is... Alright, I'll see what I can do. What on earth is this, Henry? Yeah, it's me, Henry. I'm just, smuggling drugs in the bag of coal here. Care to take a look? Oi! Get off me crack cocaine! Wait a minute, can I have some? Oh yeah, here you go.
We gotta get rid of all this cocaine, alright? Sir Topham Hatt is going to be back soon. He's going to wonder why there's so much coal sitting around and no one can tell him what it actually is, alright? Also, the dude's dressed in blue. What's with the blue? Come on now. Definitely, okay, 3 in a row. We got the Blue Man Group in Train Sim World 5 before GTA 6. Crazy. Henry gets sentenced to train prison for snorting cocaine too much. You're right. We need to sentence Henry to prison. Train prison. I'm sorry, Henry. But until you can fix your addiction, we need to put you in train prison. I want to explore more around, but after that poster jump scare, I think I'm good. Also, Hero, thank you for leading us directly to the Sodor Ironworks engines, because I know exactly where we are. That's their shed right over there. You led us to the Sodor China Clay engines. Ironworks engines. I said clay engines. We're nowhere near that. I'm gonna leave Iron Holly and Hero over there, but I'm gonna go exploring over here to see if we can find any more of Henry's cocaine. It is just so is it just canon live stream lore that Henry is Walter White? We have Walter White James and a cocaine.
I thought it was Heisen James.
Heisen James, my bad. That's his name, Heisen James. We need to give him his own live stream livery, Heisen James. Where's Gordon in all of this? Usually he'll be involved in like big engine quarrels, but he hasn't been here. Then again, I don't think Gordon would be involved in stuff like this. Gordon's too busy doing his own thing.
I'm sorry, but I refuse to read this one as them. I refuse to keep reading.
No, I just needed to hear the first one because that was hilarious.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty good.
Is that... I was about to say, I thought this was a mountain of cocaine. It is. It is. It is. No, it is a pile. That is a lot of cocaine. I've never seen
not
that.
Again.
What do you mean, not again?
You don't want to know what happened at Farquhar?
No, what happened at Farquhar?
That's what I said. You don't want to know.
I kind of want to know. You say I don't want to know, and I'm currently staring at an entire mountain of cocaine right now.
It's worse.
How is... Oh. Don't tell me that the cocaine stash is on Thomas's branch line. I'm not... We got to go to Thomas's branch line, but that is a lot of cocaine. Wait a minute. This is the ironwork shed. Who is on cocaine in the ironwork shed? This is... You should spawn in the fog and train Sim World 4. Yeah, we should, and just explore with nothing but a flashlight. Well, let's see how far that gets us, but Look at my last comment. Did you know that Bachman Stanley is going to release a server? It is 200 USD. You know, I might actually buy that. I need at least Stanley. Because I can't afford to get any of the other engines. When I say other engines, I mean like the big engines like Gordon or Spencer. I refuse to get Rebecca.
We don't need Rebecca.
I really don't. Even if they dropped her price down to like $97, I don't need Rebecca. I literally have no purpose of having her on the layout. One, because what episodes would I be filming with her?
She replaced Edward.
I said I might spend I'm going to definitely be getting Stanley. My entire like if y'all knew the price of the layout, you probably already would think I'm insane. Because as cheap as it looks, it was around like $600 to build. which is pretty cheap. But that's only estimating how much, because the most expensive engine on the layout is Henry at $106. Which is funny because Henry's the most expensive engine, and I fear for my life whenever I'm running him, because if he runs off and crashes, that is $106 hitting the ground. But when it comes down to like something like Thomas, since he was like $97, no, I think Thomas was 76 because I got him on discount. He's literally run off the track, hit the ground so many times that if you look at my Thomas dead on in his face, one of his eyes is permanently stuck looking to the right. Thomas has had a few falls. This works as a train prison. This is not a train prison. This is the ironworks shed. Not a train prison. Now I know somewhere that probably would be a great work for a train prison.
More importantly, why?
Well, where else are we going to put Billy?
The crew scrapyard?
The scrapyard's already full.
They could make room for one more.
No, because we already had to throw another engine in there. I'm not going to mention that one's name.
Oh yeah, we can't get him going.
Yeah, whenever you mention him, he tends to like spawn back into existence. So let's try not to do that. Look at your last comment. You were talking about the Stanley. Released in September for 200 USD. Yeah, I'll buy him. Trust and believe. I'm definitely going to buy him. This is Railgate. It's a lovely area. Also, I feel so bad for whoever would live directly next to a railway. Look how close in proximity the rail is to their house. If a train is traveling down this line and this line was not mended right, let's just say this line right here was split, your house is kind of in the direct line of fire. And I don't think you want a steam engine running off the rails towards your home. Steamed hams. Oh, there definitely going to be some steamed hams, but probably not the ones they're going to want. Oh, can we go in here? No? Okay. Whatever. It's not like I wanted to get inside the signal box anyway. Oh, look. See, I told you, Ragusa, they're already scrapping some engines. There might be some room. Look.
Hooray!
Nope, that's definitely Billy they're scrapping right now.
So we have room for, yeah, we can make it work.
Ragusa and the superintendent, ItzAtrain. Superintendent is crazy work. I am not the superintendent. I'm just somebody who was hired here to work on this railway. This is more of a summer job for me until I can, like, get an actual job. Alright, the controller said he needed me here to watch the trains, but to be honest with you, I've just been messing around. He doesn't tell me much. So, to be fair, it's his fault. If he's angry, he can be mad at himself. Though, judging by how many times he's sent engines to go looking for us, I'm pretty sure he is mad. And why can't I go that way? What's blocking me from going in this direction? Why do I feel like I keep hearing footsteps behind me? I don't, it's morning. Alright, so I don't need any spooks right now. The poster jump scare was already enough. I'm glad to say we finished the work set crew. Oh, is that what the burning is? Because that's kind of where I was trying to go. No, those look like housing, so somebody's either burning something or cooking some real good food right now. Wait a minute. You think that's where they're making the cocaine? Ragusa, you said it was on Thomas's branch line?
Oh my god. God damn it.
What did I do this time? I'm just asking a valid question.
No, you didn't do it this time. Ah.
That sounds like you either crashed a train or crashed your game.
No, I didn't what do you mean? What?
Well, that's usually the same exact voice tone I have whenever I crash the game or do something really, really, really stupid in Train Sim World 4. Like egging Sir Topham Hatt's car.
You did that too?
Oh, that... Well, what do you know? We're in cahoots.
Yeah, we're fired.
Oh yeah, we're definitely fired. 100%, like, without a doubt. I want to get... why is Sir Topham Hatt's car, like, so, like... That is a tiny car.
It's a clown car.
It literally is.
And we don't talk about the clown that looks like him, the clown with no name.
Yeah, no, please don't ever
He's
bring
not
that up
canon.
again. It still haunts my nightmares.
It's uncanny. I'm pretty sure they are related.
Don't say that. They're not related. I refuse. Your words are lies. Clown Topham can't hurt you. He doesn't exist. Alright, while Hero and Holly chat about whatever they're talking about, and we have to disperse of this cocaine, we're going to switch over to the night mode and wander the map with nothing but a flashlight. This should bode well for our sanity. And I also got to think of a really terrifying map that I know of to walk through at night. I don't think he can fit in that car, actually.
He's done it before.
I mean, yeah, true, but when it comes down to like the actual size of the car that's in the game, I don't think Sir Topham Hatt can fit in that thing. Or Mr. Bubbles. No, there's no.
You
such
mentioned his name.
thing. No, I did not. There's no such thing. He doesn't exist. All right.
He's not canon. Not at all.
He's not canon. He doesn't exist. He can't hurt me. I will make Billy canon before I make him canon.
You wouldn't dare.
Do you dare me?
Go ahead.
No, I can't do that to myself. There's another engine that I really dislike, but I don't know what their name is.
The purple one?
Is that...
Not the good purple one, but I mean the bad one.
It might be. What is his name?
Is it the one that looks like the one that we cannot name?
It might be. It might be.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. You still want to know his name, or are you sure?
Let's see. Let me think. Sure.
All right, Charlie.
Why? No, not Charlie. Both Billy and Charlie should... I don't know who brought them here, but we need to send them off. See you later.
Later.
Hopefully this activates night mode. And who needs an engine when you have your trusty flashlight? I was about to say they need to start to defend themselves out on the rails, but I forgot we're in Britain.
Jesus.
What?
I did not expect that.
I am out here on these rails alone at night driving engines. Anyone can try to rob me. Yeah, yeah, and you're look around.
All
Take
right.
one.
When was the last train robbery? Yeah.
No, there was a train robbery, but it's just that I can't tell you that, because the person behind it is not really. Oh, that scared the mess of me. I thought that was something standing over there. But yeah, I'm not allowed to disclose that information.
Oh, I see it too. Yeah, the little tunnel.
This is I don't know where we are. If you ever like make a beeline towards me like that again, like as I'm like actively being scared right now, I will push you onto the rails, lady. Don't do that. All right. This is a terrifying. I don't do well with horror games. Right.
6 feet. 6 feet.
6 feet exactly. Okay. Into the ring we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Keep in mind that after we're past this station, lights stop becoming a thing. So. No, this looks like a beginning of a horror game. I'd rather stay with the lifeless NPCs. Stop telling. No, I'm not saying that quote. I was about to read a Billy quote. Don't encounter the 8-foot tall woman. Ragusa. What did I just sign up for?
You did this on your own free will.
Well, how else am I gonna get home? After a long day. No, that was lightning. Going home, turning around. All right, I can deal with the rain, but the moment stuff is flashing in the middle of the night, that turnaround was quick.
That's cool.
No, what do you mean that's cool?
Yeah, lightning.
That turnaround was so quick. And it's the same woman again. I'm not going that direction. Okay, we're just gonna have to stay underneath the bridge. You weren't concentrating, Thomas. We're going to see Mama. No, we're not. I refuse. We're going home, but since every engine is currently stuck in a shed or just can't be here, I'll just have to walk along the line by myself. And if we encounter a tunnel, we'll know when we get there. But first things first, I need to change something because I'm not dealing with this on my own. I'm not getting a full. If I do get jump scared by whatever is probably in that darkness, I'm not doing this alone. So everyone's going to see what I'm seeing. We're turning off the HUD. I can remember where it is. No. There we go. Perfection. We're not gonna say, oh, that's worse. That somehow made it worse. Welcome everyone to a night on the rails, where we will be having a nice little stroll on the railway line.
I don't like this.
I do. This is very fun. This is I'm so happy that I still have the lights on right now because this isn't for me. This wasn't the best idea. I just wanted to see how fun it would be. And I don't even think the fog is... No, the fog is rendering it. That's why I can't see too far ahead of me. And the mimic. No, there's no mimic here. Don't say the mimic. Because mimic is something we don't want to encounter on the rails. Oh, look at that. We have, Phillips?
What?
Whatever that sign says. Phillips.
Why do... What?
I don't know.
Is that real?
Yes. How would I have added that?
No, like a real place.
Um, if it is, no sponsorship. If so, Philip Stickasoles and Heels?
Don't they also have to get the right to use these engines?
They would, yeah. So that if that is an actual legitimate business,
Okay, so that kind of explains why we don't have like that many steam engines as well. If you think about it.
say again.
If they have to have the right to like some steam engines or like some engines, that kind of explains why we don't have a lot, as well
That
as
would
like
explain
they're
a
too
lot.
lazy.
But wait, so wait a minute. You're not lazy enough to get. You don't question it. You just turn around and walk away. That's all that works. We're not going to talk about that. You saw that, right?
Hmm?
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Hold on, I'm watching the stream. I looked away.
Watch the sign. Mimic. Don't say that, because that appears. I think I saw Zeus in the sky. No, but we're all about to be talking to the Lord in a minute, whatever is chasing us in the dark. Ooh, okay. Okay. Turned around at the wrong time. That caught me off guard. That was kind of cool, but terrifying at the exact same time. Did you see that?
The lightning?
It struck right on the same track that we're... Bro, twice in the same spot is kind of crazy. That's actually insane. Pure insanity. I'm just going to continue walking this way, though. I don't think I want to continue to figure out what's about to happen. Oh, what? Oh, whoa. Whoa there, Buster. The game lagged, and then the flash of light didn't come from the sky. It came from over there near that building. I low-key
Yeah,
feel
it's you do well in Phasmophobia.
Oh, absolutely. I don't feel safe in the slightest. This is a train game. Why do I feel like I need to be terrified for my life? This is me running. This is running speed, by the way. I don't feel like we're escaping fast enough.
That would be so fun to play with some of the voice actors.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm not getting chased by a yandere. All right,
What?
don't. It was in the comments. All right, I read it out loud.
Okay,
I wasn't
I was fixing to say, a yandere isn't the type of ghost.
silent. All right, I'm scared. I'm reading comments out loud. I seen like 3 flashes of lightning right behind me, and each time it's getting closer. I don't have a train, so I just have to walk along the line and hope I don't see anything in the dark. No. See, why do you stop? Why do you stop walking? I always want to stop to see if I'm really seeing what I'm seeing, but that's never... And my flashlight was off. We're going to see... No, we're not going to see anybody. We're going home, but... All right, just keep walking. Just keep walking. That's all you can do. I hope you saw what just happened.
Dog, I'm in my own world.
Yeah. Matter of fact, actually, just stay in your own world. That's actually a
Okay.
very good idea. Yeah, like, because now the lightning's in front of me. So we're going. No, I can't go that way, and I don't want to go. And you saw that twice in the same location, same spot. Okay, so that's a warning sign for us to turn around.
Yep.
Oh, and it's right there now. Okay, we're going this way. Which way are we going? Oh, we're cooked.
We are deep fried.
Yeah, we may be a little cooked. Just a little bit, you know? I'm gonna see Dave No, we definitely, we're bugging all right. We're definitely bugging. We're seeing lightning strikes. I swear, if the lightning flashes extremely close to us and we see something in like the flash as it's happening, the speed and velocity of this stream is going to end. Y'all. What is going on?
Why did you do this to yourself?
Because I actually don't know. I thought it would be just funny because someone made a recommendation. What was that? Do you know queso? Yeah, I know queso. I've heard many stories about queso.
Who doesn't?
But well, good luck with that. If it ain't the Polar Express, I'm not going that direction. What is that sound?
Oh, that is my chair.
Oh, bro, don't do that. It sounds like an engine, like wheels, like going our direction. You're scaring me. You're actively scaring me. All right, so we made it to a station. Our first station, our first rest stop. There are no people here. Oh, and it's an abandoned train station at that. I thought we were going to find some people here at least. This is horrifying. Why did I sign up for this? Yeah, this is definitely where we get like attacked by some sort of night creature. What is that? Oh, I just saw something red on the ground, and my brain immediately thought it was like a body or something. I was about to be like, this game just really turned into a horror game. Whoa. Oh, you nearly got punched. Do y'all see the green umbrella down there? Why are you by yourself at an abandoned station? Nah, that's got red flags written all over. A single person at a platform and lightning slashing right next to you. Ragusa, look at the stream.
Oh my god. What is... Oh, that's an umbrella.
That's a floating umbrella with a lightning strike behind it. And I said, that's the one person who's standing at the station. They disappeared after I backed up. So what we're going to do now is a little technique I call turning around and walking away. You're the only person at an abandoned station. What if that's like a ghost or something? Why did we do this to ourselves? Why do I do this to myself? And I'm turning out the lights. Let's make this more fun for myself. Is that another sign? If I... Please don't be another sign. Let me get close. Where's Green Umbrella? Where's Green Umbrella's going? I turned around to go and activate that poster, and Green Umbrella is gone. Green Umbrella has disappeared. And it would give us a map, too. Why are you giving me a map of... Can you tell me where I am? How about that? That'd be nice. No, don't say that. Because they were the only ones standing over there. They were the only ones standing over there. I feel like I need to find some shelter. Ragusa. I said I need to find some shelter, but that's not the type of shelter I was hoping for. Let's do it. Exploration of the... I really don't like this. Watch us be like we turn around to walk back up, like after leaving this, and Green Umbrella is just standing at the top. What do we do at that point?
But I just...
No, this is not the place to be. I feel like we're about to die. I know this is a train game, but...
Unfortunately, you cannot take damage if you get ran over by a train.
Do not put hot dogs in the engine's firebox. It's not a good idea. Some graffiti. And deeper underground we go. Okay. There might be a monster in there, but good luck. Ain't no monsters in here. I ain't scared. Well, luckily we can't go down there, so... Something just peeks its head around the corner or something. I'm gonna stop staring down there before something does happen, and then I scream, and everyone's headphones erupt. And Ragusa, I will apologize if that does happen. What in the world is this game? Who designed this game? It's like when they said when it's morning time, they want it to be nothing but pure sun, shine, and happiness. But the moment you switch to night mode in this game, terrifying. Next time, Ragusa, you're exploring in the dark with nothing but a flashlight.
Okay.
I'm not doing this. Green Umbrella is back, but they better stay on that side of the platform. I can't see your face either. That doesn't make it any better. We're just gonna go this direction. I was about to do a running joke where we look for Henry's, look for any of Henry's special code that he might have lying around, but I'm more in the mood to actually find the place that's actually suitable to like get out of the rain and actually recollect my thoughts after experiencing the most terrifying 30 minutes of my life. I don't play horror games for a good reason. You know, it's even funnier because while I was browsing the games, Ragusa, I realized I had downloaded Five Nights at Freddy's Custom Night. And remember I said I don't do good with horror games, remember? A very terrible idea is popping into mind, but I don't think I'm going to do that here. Probably do that in a stream later on down the line. I'm going to spawn in an engine just so I can feel a bit safe, preferably one with a cab. Like a full-on cab that, you know, we can be housed in, so, you know, we're not terrified out of our minds 24/7. And let's get out of this menu quickly. Spawn Timothy. Holly. Ragusa, who should we spawn in? The votes right now are Timothy or Holly.
I was gonna say James.
You think James will do good in the rain?
Never mind, he would complain.
I don't think James would complain too. Well, never mind. We just did.
Maybe James. I mean, not James. Edward probably likes the rain.
Yeah. Edward probably won't have to worry about wheel slip and stuff like that. But if not, we'll get out Timothy. And if he doesn't get up the line, we'll get out Holly. But Edward, I can always rely on you to get us out of here. But please spawn in fast, Edward. I really don't like being here. After what we just experienced, yeah, we're good. We're all good. I think we're just gonna head home for the day. Oh, would you look at that? You got some cargo we gotta carry. So I have an excuse. But first, we're just gonna open up this little section here. Open up this door. Do that. Why does it actually sound worse in here? And then crouch. So, you may be wondering, why is he hiding in a box van? And to that I must say, it's much more easier to hide in a box van on a train than it is to be out in the rain and experiencing whatever death-defying, things waiting for me out there. But soon we will hop on that. I just got any thoughts on the fruits and veggie van. They should make the K class. They should. Also, that's a nice little detail. Hopping off, you can't hear it. You wouldn't hear that. But the moment you hop on, it's like a lovely detail. Next detail will be us getting out of here before things get too hectic. Alright, Edward, let's go. Now, Edward, I'm not sure if you're really going to be a good fit when it comes to getting us down the line, but old, reliable engines such as you will always be more trustworthy than probably driving a newer engine. I'm going to be honest with you, Edward.
Well, that's a good point.
Plus, according to...
I do like the rain.
Yes, and according to Sir Topham Hatt, you've driven in the rain before.
It did end poorly, but I was in for an overhaul.
Yes, that very true.
What route is this?
Oh, this is the North Trans Peninsula? This is but the route itself is actually, if I go back into morning, I can show you where this is. Because I also use this to film a certain scene, but this is Manchester, Victoria right here.
Oh.
Oh, and the actual Sodor Ironworks livery showcase video, the Ironworks shed that you see them at is literally right here.
Huh.
The big station that you see all the engines at in Thomas and Friends, what was it? Thomas and Friends Let's Go, that music video was here. And the Thomas and Friends anthem. This place has a lot of good Thomas and Friends spots. And even funnier, for the Timothy episode, that long bridge that Henry is crossing is either, I want to say somewhere in this area over here.
Do we have a good Henry's Tunnel?
We can travel down the line and probably find one, because I think this is the longest running tunnel right here. No, there's plenty of tunnels that actually could fit the description of Henry's Tunnel on Peak Forest Railway.
Hold on. Yeah, maybe. But we need, like, a siding as well.
There's one specific one that's really good when you need, like, it will be a real, because it has, like, that siding, what's it called? But I think the only, oh yeah, and the diesel liveries that appear in a certain episode appear right here, because I use this as the diesel area right where all the diesels would be. While this is like the steam, like just the big station. Because here is a massive, huge. This is the big station I was talking about. And we'll go there soon after traveling down the line with Edward for a bit. I actually want to go there a bit early. So we might just travel to there directly, if the game will allow me without crashing. Yeah, let's go. I'd rather just hide everywhere, but I'd never check the driver. Have you been changing? Same old blue suit. Blue suit man. Now look at all the openings on Edward. Yes, Edward does indeed have a lot of openings, but for some reason he feels just a bit more secure than other engines. Plus, with how this is painted, if you just pretend there's a window right here, we basically have full-on protection besides behind us, which is fine because Edward will be moving forward anyway. Plus, Edward is he has a 90% buff when it comes to scary stuff, so he can't be terrified. I don't think we have to worry too much about Edward being scared. Now, if we were driving someone like Henry, then yeah. Edward, this is just an average Tuesday for him.
I've driven in the rain countless times. Quite refreshing.
Edward, I'm pretty sure you've driven in a hurricane before, probably.
Oh, I have. It was bad.
What is with the lightning getting brighter?
Why was I just called a really smelly engine?
I don't know. Why did they just call you that? What did you do, Edward?
Bill told him to say that.
That sounds like something a diesel engine would say.
No, Bill.
Bill? Oh, you mean
Yes.
like Bill and Ben? Unless you're talking about Billy. If that's the case, I don't think Billy exists anymore. We scrapped him earlier. You know, Edward, in the dark, whenever it's like nighttime on the map, your painted splasher actually makes it look like you're like 100% Edward.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're moving along swell so far. Covering good ground and me walking. I don't understand how the controller walks from station to station.
Me neither.
You know, there's a funny story though. When me and Freya were out on the rails, the controller, apparently she was telling me about it. She saw him walking along the line, and he was going the same direction. When she had asked, did he need a lift? He declined. So she continued along down the line. But when she arrived at the next station, he was already there. Isn't that strange?
Yes. Very peculiar.
I wonder if Sir Topham has ever done something like that. Also, NYC said they apologized, Edward, for Bill's actions.
Oh, that's all right.
It's always Bill, the trickster. Speaking of Bill, Edward, how is that going along with Bill and Ben? Are they still bothering Boko?
Boko's keeping them in check. They like to bother Gordon.
Oh, poor Gordon. Poor Gordon.
Yes, poor Gordon.
You laugh like you're happy that it's him and not you.
A little.
To be fair, Gordon has been a bit of a... Well, he's been Gordon ever since I got here. Pompous like always.
He's always pompous.
I really apologize, Edward, that I brought you out on the line so late at night, but I really didn't want to walk down this,
Oh, it's fine, sir. I do love the smell of nightly rain. Hearing the crickets creak, the rain patter on my boiler.
Edward, would you know anything about that? Apparently someone says that they see a lady in white whenever they're working at crew.
I have no knowledge of crew.
Really? I thought you would have a lot of knowledge.
I've rarely been to crew.
That's actually quite surprising.
Yes.
I thought you would have been to crew like multiple times. How long have you been here? Wait.
I've been here since around 1905-ish.
You haven't been to crew once. That's actually pretty impressive.
We have our own works.
Wait, if you've been here for
Broken
19... You've been here since then. What do you know about this controller guy? Ever since I've been here, he doesn't talk. He sends an engine to give me the task of the day. Any idea what that's about?
No, not at all.
I really wish your top hat was back. He seems like he knows how to run the railway a bit better. Oh, I hope we're not slowing down. We might be reaching a hill, Edward.
Well, it's quite alright. I've had tougher challenges.
I would apply the sander, but I don't know where it is for the life of me. Is that it? We'll see. Oh, that was a bright lightning flash, right? Oh, well, hello Mars. Welcome to the night journey with me and Edward, as we're carrying some fruits and veggies late at night for whatever reason. Edward,
I don't mind at all.
Edward, are we stopping?
I don't believe so.
I would hope not. I really just want to get home and rest. It's always a long day on the rails. That's so tiring. I feel like we're losing pressure. We might have to call someone to come and help us shunt. Someone says, Edward, did you know Hero back in the old days?
No, I don't remember a fellow named Hero.
The next stream will most likely be about us discussing the videos, the opening videos that we have filmed. We've been out filming on the railway for long now, as a part of the anniversary for Sodor. The controller I keep mentioning is the one who's behind setting it up, but he doesn't, like I said, doesn't talk. Why hire me to work here if you're not going to talk much, man? But that's surprising that you wouldn't know who Hero is, Edward. He was a pretty useful engine. He got us here, actually.
I have no recollection of a fellow named Hero.
Do you know who Billy is?
I will stop this train right now.
You wouldn't dare, Edward.
Try me. I'm over
I
100
would not
years
try
old.
you because I feel like anyone who's ever tried you, whenever you told them that, they immediately regretted it. So I'll be fine.
That's what I thought.
So, Mars says that you look more splendid than Gordon, James, and Henry.
Oh, thank you.
I will have to agree. Edward is a much more splendid looking engine because he has such a unique design. So what engines do you remember from your days, Edward?
Well, I remember a fellow by the name of... What was his name? Can't remember, but this was back when I worked on the Burnett. He was a very kind fellow. I believe he was a K3 or a K4. Almost like Thomas with a 242 tank engine.
Oh, that's pretty cute. I don't think I've seen any engine like that out on the rails when I think about it.
Well, that's unfortunately, it's most likely long gone. But
Perhaps
that's what happens in an engine's life.
Well, I've heard tales
Albert,
of
thank
engines-
you. That was his name.
Albert?
Yes, Albert.
Yeah, I don't know
Kind
any Alberts.
fellow.
Unfortunately, I've only worked here ever since then. I don't know any Alberts. Then again, there were plenty of engines that I ran across during the train show that they had here on Soda a while back, but that probably wasn't the same engine.
But that's probably my oldest memory of someone back on the Finesse.
You know, it's strange. The one thing that the controller was talking about was he mentioned you a lot, Edward. He said that if ever in need, to call Edward. He said Edward would always be there to get the job done. I must say, his point is certainly proven. Also, Edward, I was too busy caught up in our conversation. Where are we?
Not sure, but I do like this time of night.
Yeah, we're definitely somewhere that we either shouldn't be or... I feel like we're lost on Soda right now. Edward, do you think you could speed up a bit? Oh wait, it's a hill. As much as I don't want to, I might have to stop the train.
Hard. I've got it. Just make sure my sand is on.
Yeah, I probably didn't do that before we began. That probably would have been a better decision. That probably would have been a better idea. And I know this is strange, Edward, but don't ask. I had to do this with Freya too. I usually turn out the lights and kind of just duck a bit. I don't know why. It kind of just feels more safe.
We might need to double head. If you could try to get another engine.
Which is why a lot of trucks were everywhere. That explains a lot.
Okay.
Arch wheels colored. does that with all the white. Very peculiar, I know, but if you were here for our last journey down the line home, a lot of creepy stuff happened. Also, do you know what's up with Freya? She doesn't talk much either. What is with the engines and not talking much? They either don't talk, or if they do, they're very strange.
Not a clue.
And so far, Edward, I think you're the only normal-ish one I can say that we've encountered on the rails so far. Gordon acted somewhat normal, but Henry and the rest? A bit off.
Very strange.
Actually, now that I think about it, you were trapped inside of a tunnel just a couple of streams back. How did you get out? I asked Henry, but he just went silent.
I'm not sure. Don't remember much. Bright light and I followed it. I wasn't hurt, but I got out.
All the engines have secrets. I don't think all the engines have secrets. I know a few of them probably have like tales they don't like discussing, but Edward, if it's fine with you, I think I'll stand in front of you. You know?
Sure thing.
And I'm gonna close your cab, that way no one tries to, like, you know, hop on the train.
Alright.
But we're just gonna stay here and chill with Edward. Victoria has a lot of secrets. See, that's the funny thing. The one talkative engine on the rails is Victoria, and she still has a lot of secrets. She'll talk your head off, but the amount of secrets she has, you can easily tell.
Yes, she does talk a lot.
What are the chances you think Victoria would want to join us in Doublehead?
That would be nice.
I might have to bring her here, because I don't think we're going to get any further up the line. Not your fault, Edward. This hill is just hard to get up whenever it's raining. So we'll double head
maybe
with
Duck.
Maybe
Duck
Edward
would like to.
What was that, Edward?
Hmm?
I thought you
I said maybe Duck would like to.
Duck?
Yes.
Perhaps. You know, he could provide some more power that we need, just that slight boost of power that we need to get up the line. Unfortunately, it's not the duck that we probably know, but it's the only one we can afford. Oh, it looks like he'll have to be at the back of the train.
He can back us, like he used to.
The lightning effect? Yeah, active. We wish you were here. The lightning was acting strange. It kept flashing whenever I was, like, walking past or looked a certain direction. Very terrifying, but we might have to delete the route off of you, Edward, before we can call, Duck here. Yes,
Alright.
Duck is going to have to be the banking engine to get us up the line. Alright, Edward. Let's get Duck here. Where's Duck at? Okay. Oh, you know, Duck, help me on this. If I had, like, foresight, like the actual diesel itself, like jet black, you would actually blend in pretty well with the rain.
Oh, alright. Well, yes. I do believe so.
Let's go ahead and get Duck connected so we can get the train started and back up. Alright.
This reminds me whenever Duck used to bank trains back in the day.
Well, he's here to help this time. Thanks
Hooray.
for joining us, Duck. Edward, you actually got, for an older engine, you actually got us pretty far up the line. I'm impressed.
Why, thank you.
You know, same can't be said for Gordon, though. I don't know what happened there. Alright, so taking the brakes off. Sounds like Duck is struggling to get up the line, so... Alright, we should get started. Oh, we're moving? Oh, we're experiencing some wheel slip.
No worries.
Oh, it's going up the line. Mars says, can you ask Mr. Topham Hat to buy him some lead lines?
The peculiar request.
Well, I'm not sure if Sir Topham Hat needs more engines on the line. I haven't really checked up on the Northwestern Railway to see what could be needed. It's going to take us a while to get up this hill. So scrap me, Edward. Everyone looks to you for guidance. Duck, let's not make it a barbershop quartet yet. I think we're moving down the line again. Hey, Edward, your recommendation actually worked.
Oh, that's
The only way to get things done right, the Great Western way.
Don't give it something.
Somebody's, Mars says that a bank agent.
I feel like Duck right now is the best
Say
bet.
again?
I said I feel like Duck right now is the best bet.
I'm surprised we're actually able to travel down the line. Duck was actually a pretty good choice. I probably should have brought Stephanie. But Doug, you were an excellent choice to help. mean, you could be a banking engine for another sort of trying to claim. I hear they're low on engines right now, due to Tim and Jeremy keep crashing each other into the turntable. We'll take a quick pause here. Good job, Doug. Thank you for the ride.
Yes, thank you, Doc.
And a thank you especially, Edward, for helping us with the rescue. Is this the right station? Ashton? Is that another poster? I'm starting to get less and less scared of them. They didn't think these posters before adding them. Why do those sandwiches look so generic?
What do you mean?
The sandwiches, look.
That's a good point.
Is his name Ashton? Why did that look worse than the other ones? And I hear ominous sounds coming from underneath there, and I'm lucky we can't go down there. What's with the clay company having engines that are just a menace? I don't know. In fact, I originally thought when I first got here that we just sent the bad engines there, but apparently no, we send good engines there too, because Vivian obviously works there. But I'm about 100% sure they only have her there to keep the other engines in check. DuPont doesn't really do much. It's pretty chill, but the other two, like Jeremy and Tim, yeah, they're definitely some troublemakers. Plus, we just put the troublesome engines in, sort of trying to claim. I mean, look where Bill and Ben are, so it's nothing new. Though they are supposed to be at the soda trying to clay, sometimes they like to be around the ironworks engines. Strange, we don't even ask them anymore. Alright, Edward. And this, oh, well, I guess game over there. Oh, I don't know what I did. Whatever. We were home anyway. Ashton Station.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Took us a while, but we're here.
It was a while, but thanks to you, Edward, we finally made it.
No worries. All in a day's work.
I'll try to help with the troublesome engines. That's going to be a task, because when it comes down to Tim and Jeremy, those two are some nitwits, as DuPont put it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I don't think DuPont really likes the other two that much. But back to here, because there's one last thing I want to do or show before I end the stream and go to sleep, because I'm starting to get sleepy and I don't want to fall asleep on stream again.
Thanks to Active. Thank you, Active, for helping me not lose my mind.
Look, hey, I fell asleep out of nowhere. I didn't mean to leave you hanging there.
I know, that's fair, that's fair.
At least this time I was prepared and I'm ready this time, so I just wanted to show this station because last stream I was supposed to show you this station. Oh, and if you're still awake, I still have to send you that prototype of that song I was talking about. But this station right here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to switch to photo mode. this station.
Ooh.
If I get it at a certain angle, you'll know exactly. This look familiar?
Yes, it kind of looks like that would.
And the best part is that the under, like this canopy section, this huge like open canopy section is, I love this part. This is where the Gordon the Mighty video was filmed. In fact, do a little recreation right quick.
And what route is this?
This is the North. I'll go back to the home screen, but I always mess the name. North Trans. It's that last part that's like yeah, this was the Gordon the Mighty station.
Beautiful. Very beautiful.
Yes.
That is... yeah, that... wow.
Actually, the cab section of these liveries are supposed to have a very complicated, complex, like Sodor crest on it. I just haven't gotten around to working on the crest because the crest that I'm going for is the actual like Sodor crest.
Huh. Alright.
But you said it looks gray. Yeah, it looks extremely gray. So if you notice something, whenever I go to take photos of like the engines and stuff, their color is actually much more saturated. Like for example, this entire place is like gray and dull and looks kind of dead. So I just bump up the saturation a bit to 80. Whenever I'm taking photos or filming a video, then bump up that vintage or whatever brightness. I sometimes turn this up to 55 and lower the exposure a bit sometimes. It depends how bright you want the image to be, but that's usually how I brighten up the station to make it feel a bit more lifeful than what it actually is. Do you have London Victorian? Not yet, because I got sidetracked with other stuff. Liveries. Just tons and tons of liveries. But yeah, I need to get that this week. More maps the better, because I'm very limited when it comes to maps. Now, if I can use either diesel or tons, I want it. No, next stream I'll explore the diesel. What is it, depot? Whatever they call it, deport, whatever. Too tired to remember, but we'll explore that section. But yeah, this map is just used primarily for like big station shots.
Ah, alright.
Other than that, it doesn't have any other use. It's pretty generic on the inside. And if I remember correctly, if you walk to the opposite side and face the other direction, it kind of resembles another station.
Alright.
You are right. I get paid this Friday, so I'll definitely get. That will be the first thing I get. The London Victoria. Which is crazy because we don't have London, Victoria, but on this exact map, we have Manchester, Victoria, which is another station, which I'm gonna load into, and I'm gonna end the stream there, and I'm gonna spawn Victoria in because if I spawn her in at the end of the stream, her crashing the game is just her wanting to end the stream. So canonically, it's fine. Because Victoria has a bad habit of crashing the game sometimes. Right here. Same map. See you later, I will eat you.
Have a good one, I will eat you.
Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, they know.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I know. But since Victoria's name is Victoria, whenever I hear the name, all I can think of is Iron Victoria. But here's that station. This one looks much more prettier.
Ooh.
But here's the thing. You think this is the whole station, and funny enough, I just found this out. Not just found this out, but I found this out a while ago. I thought that this was the start of like the station where it ends, like the end of the line, but no, you literally just walk this direction past where that station is behind this wall, because there's always got to be a wall, and then you have this station. This was used to film the really useful engine side of the Pseudo-Tronic Clay video.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And personally, favorite map.
I
Poster.
agree.
I just don't know what shots I could recreate with this. And I keep extending the stream with this. Next stream, Ragusa, I gotta show you a certain spot, and it's a part of that map. It's a part of the Spirit of Steam map that I don't go to because of how much it takes to load in and how much it lags my game. But it is dead, like almost dead, a one-for-one recreation of that station that Percy is at in that Railway series photo where he's facing the clock, like the station clock. It's literally like a recreation of that, like one for one, but the only thing is it's on the opposite side of something I like to call the mega wall, where it's a huge, almost dang near like 100-foot wall that you have to travel in between, and it takes forever to load in.
All right.
Gordon goes, you could do anything to this station. Yes. I don't know what station to call this though. What station would this look like to you? Like, of course it's I must say, like, of course it's real life based, but
I'm not sure.
anything in Titmus Station with this. It does have a Titmus Station. I just wish that the tracks kind of went completely through the building to the opposite side, because that would just be pure perfection, almost. Because for shots, for example, I have a certain Thomas thing that I'm working on, a short, where I use the front of that station, but for the exit part, I use the back of this one. So for like the external shots, you'll see that station, but for the internal and leaving out the opposite way, you would see this. And that's only because if you look at it from this angle, that walkway right there perfectly blocks that like the opening of that actual part, which makes it look like this is just the inside of the external station, and it actually has an exit to the opposite side.
All right.
And it's not that hard to pull off or do, because you're just angling where that crosswalk is. Not the tidbit that I was going for, because the tidbit I'm thinking of is the one from the show. But then again, a lot of that stuff is wrong apparently, because who was it? Train Boy said that there was a few stations that's completely wrong inside the TV series because they didn't base it 100% off of the concept art. Then again, I don't know how you would 100% model something like that back in the day. They were using traditional stuff. Who should we spawn into in the stream as a goodbye for the goodbye part of the stream? You know what? She was here for the first couple, so it's only right that we bring her out this time. Where are you? Hello, Callie. Yes, the other line is for Dutch Bears. Railway Series 10-minute slot. Yeah. But and we'll have Callie in the stream, like usual. Still got to fix the back of your livery. I just noticed that is still wrong. But your buffers are fixed at least. But this was a good stream. Good stream.
Mm-hmm. Didn't fall asleep.
Yeah, I didn't fall. Yeah, that's forever going to be a running joke on the channel, isn't it? Hey, why are you all gathered here looking at Callie? Go. She's very camera shy. Go home. Get out of here. Here. I'm using that Men in Black thing that uses it to flash their memory away. Get out of here. Stop looking. Just flash all of them. See you later, Mong, or NYC as formerly known. But we thank you for joining. I'm gonna move Callie out of here because I don't like them all just staring.
Have a good one, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Have a good night. Callie, say goodbye. Let's get on out of here while the weirdos keep staring. I'll see you all later. The game is gonna crash as soon as I do this, but that could be later in the stream. Active, thank you for joining. I will eat you. MrRagusa, thank you for joining again on the stream.
Not a problem.
Apologies if it took up a long time. These streams do take a while.
No, it's quite all right.
But I'll see
I'm
you
pretty
all
sure
tomorrow.
we all need to get sleep except for active.
Say again?
I'm pretty sure we all need to get some sleep except for active.
Yeah, definitely, because I got work in a few hours, so I'll definitely see y'all in the morning.
All right. Well, everyone take care.
Thank you, and I'll see you all later. And I'll send you that music clip in the morning, the moment I wake up, so you can review it. But I'll see you later. Have a good night, man.
All right. Good night, everyone.
I love coffee. I wish I had some coffee. All right, let's go ahead and. We need to have an intro song, outro song for some of these later. Good night.